Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the Spiritwalker Talker Caller class event. The high, mid, and the low team. Potentially a shorter live stream today. I got a lot of stuff going on. Kind of have a sinus headache too. I think it's because of all the stuff going on. I don't know. Yesterday my car crapped the bed, and yeah, now I got to figure that out, and it's stressful because it was my only car, and I drive lots of places every day. So figuring it out. I got like a little, I got something right now, but I got to figure out like renting something or getting it fixed or buying something. I don't know. So got to figure that out in the next 2 days. And yesterday was stressful because I was waiting all day for, the pinky to come over and give it to me. All right. Let's go. Yeah, sounds like poop. It's not going to cost too much to fix because it's just a piece of crap anyway, so the engine doesn't cost very much. And I didn't get stranded, it didn't like explode or anything. I just know the noise, and it was making the noise, and I just parked it, and I don't know, he says it's, it's done for. He says it's done for. I don't know if that, who am I going to trust? I hear the noise, so it's like makes sense to me. Alright, we got Spiritwalker. Your guys' most favorite, most fun event in the entire game, right? So you don't buy in the shop. Unless you're a very specific person, maybe you're leveling Spiritwalker and you want to use some of your gems on it. Go a little further. Maybe shoot for the leaderboard. It's a good time to do it. Maybe not Spiritwalker because it's one of the newer classes and there's probably more people going for this one in particular, but if Knight ever comes around, or like Death Knight or Priest or something, that's a good one to go for if you want to ever try for a leaderboard. You're just like, hey, I want to try to win one of these days. I think a class event with a really poopy class during a really busy week or something would be a good one to do. So yeah, let's make some teams. Let me jump into the chat here too. I always got something stupid going on, don't I? I think the anxiety and stress is causing me to get a little headache. A little sinus pressure thing. I don't know, though. Alright, where's my own video? Can you please show it to me? YouTube, can you show me my own video? That'd be cool. I see the Journey Troops one still. There it is. I found it. So I need some time today to go about procuring another vehicle for at least a week or something so I can figure stuff out. I should have been already on it, but I kind of was. I was trying. We're just so busy every day. It's crazy. Efley's here. Livewire. Mark. Pizza Time. Kenji. Lego Man. Efley says, hi, Livewire, what's up? Mark says you need a new car, buddy. Yeah. Sucks. It's pizza time. Kenji says, any of your schedule is hard to find. Maybe slap it up. Well, it's like noon it's just noon. Except for Monday. There might be the occasional Friday. Like last Friday, we had the new Mythic and like something else. Like the new Mythic and the new class. So it felt like a day where I should go a little earlier. So any day like that, I might go early. But you could, noon, like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, most likely I'm going noon. Monday is the day where maybe I'll go early. Pretty much almost every Monday. And then Friday, it's like I know it's kind of confusing. I don't know if it's confusing, but it's not exactly super easy. But Friday, if there's something like this weekend, it's just the vault event. So you guys know how to do the vault event. I don't think I need to go early I don't think I need to go early tomorrow, but I do need to figure out a car and stuff, so I might go early, I might go late, but I'll let y'all know. I just haven't been feeling well the last 2 days. I've been dealing with a bunch of crap, or I probably would have, like, put out a message or something to help y'all out, help y'all find it. But you can pretty much guarantee if it's Tuesday or Thursday, it's probably at noon. There's nothing really going on that you need to get super quick. and early in the morning. But let's do this. Try to do it for free. And it's one of those weeks where you could pretty much do the same thing, so you know how it goes. It's probably going to be the Underspire team or the Raid team. It's going to be very similar. So, you know, Foxfire King is a great option. It's easier to get than Phoenix. It uses green. Todd puts a bunch of green on the board. It's a Wargare. Does true damage to all. Just an underworld legendary, so it's pretty much not even a legendary. It's easier to get than a legendary. So I think you should definitely use that if you have access to it. And then Todd. And either another Foxfire King or maybe another. Yeah, let's do two of them, because why not? Then the weapon, since we already have lots of damage, maybe I'll go with a mana generating weapon. But it's one of those class events where you can just plug another team in that you already used this week. I can do something like that. Could even put the wand on the bottom if you want. Or maybe like this, like in the middle. So early on, we're going to get up the Foxfire King, wipe them in one shot, and then later on we might need both of them. Class, I am. If I might be that person. Like, hey, I should put some gems into this, because I'm literally leveling Spiritwalker right now. But I don't know if I'm going to, because I don't feel like I'm going to play a lot today, unfortunately. Things don't line up. They lined up, and then they didn't line up. I happen to be leveling Spiritwalker, that lined up, but just like, I probably can't play a lot today. Let's do green and red, maybe. Purple? Maze banner. And let's get started. Chad's here. What up, Chad? Remember the deal? If we get... I don't expect it today at all, because I'm not going very long today, but I just got to say it every time. If we get to $60 or 60 viewers, I will gift 5 memberships. I don't know when we're doing the chatathon this... Let me check on that. I gotta look at a calendar. So I'm not sure if that second vault event falls out of January. Oh, of course. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Alright, this weekend we got the vault event starting tomorrow. And we got another one on the 26th. So the chatathon is most likely going to be on the 27th or the 28th. So in about 2 weeks, you'll have the chatathon. It'll be our... How many have we done? Like 14? This will be the 14th one, I think. Every other month. Pretty cool. We got 2 kills with skulls. Let's do this. Yeah, it looks like we got 2 vault events in January. So I'm gonna do the second one. Hopefully I'll have everything figured out by then. Lego Man Pizza Time says I've gotten first place and second place twice on class event. Isabel's here, Chad's here. Kenji says I checked if you were live 5 times yesterday, and oh yeah, Wednesday I'm not streaming. Wednesday's P99 day, EverQuest. Wednesday and Sunday I do stream, so you're right. It is a little bit confusing. Let me go over it one more time. Monday is the new, like, everything comes out. I'm going to go early. I'm going to live stream, but I'm going to go at like 10 or something, maybe 11. Tuesday is noon. Gems of War. Faction event and Underspire. Wednesday there is no stream. Unless I decide to stream EverQuest. So I'm just going to, put out an EverQuest video on Wednesdays. Nothing's going on Wednesdays. We just got the stupid pet. It's probably the worst. Other than today, it's probably the worst day to stream. So we'll do EverQuest on Wednesday. Just a pre-recorded video most of the time. No stream. Thursday, we're back. Noon. Class event. Finishing up everything else. Friday. If there's some crazy, like, new faction or new class or, an event that I feel like I need to get teams out sooner, I will go early. If there's not, like if it's an arena or a vault event, or it's a faction that we just had Tuesday like they've been doing, I might not go early I'll go at 12. Like tomorrow I'm going to go at 12, but in saying that, I'm looking for a car, Mrs. Senny's off work, So I might have to change my schedule tomorrow, but going forward after that. We're still kind of adjusting to it. We just started doing this on Christmas, and we're not even a month into it yet, so just a couple weeks into it. We're still trying to figure it out. I've had comments recently of people saying, like, man, I missed your 5 to 10 minutes videos. Where were you back when I was making them? You know what I mean? I tried that for years. Everybody was watching the snake oil salesman instead, where everything's the best ever. Theodorovich, right? You guys using it still? I don't think so. No, I just had to say, whatever, throw up my hands and be like, alright, go watch the Crashing Out on Christmas if you want to know why I'm not making those little 5 to 10 minute videos anymore. I give up. I threw up my hands and said, you know, it is what it is, so I'm going to stream. I'm going to concentrate on the people that actually care about me and want to watch me for me, instead of the people watching the naked butt farting, everything's the best Theodorovich Mandragora channel. Like, go have them. You can have them. It's fine. I don't care. Might be in a bad mood today, by the way. You know, headache. Not trying to take it out. You should watch the EverQuest video yesterday. I was in a mood. At no one in particular, except for everything. So this could be a really awesome short stream, because I might go crazy and be a lunatic, grumpy lunatic. Or it could just be making teams and getting the heck out of here. Here for the pizza, says Allie. Supernova! Allie says, is there any reason to do the class event if your class is already maxed? Yeah, you get rewards for free. You get gems for free. Everybody needs gems. It only takes a couple minutes to get it done. And you get 25 gems. It's very borderline, though. If you said, like, I'm not doing the class event, I wouldn't say, like, oh my gosh, you have to do it. I would, you know, I would be like, alright, you know. It's probably the best one you could skip, other than Arena. You know, Arena's like the best event to skip. Class event might be the second best event to skip. And then I don't know after that. The faction events on Tuesday are starting to become something you might be able to skip. And I'm not telling you to skip them. You should do all the events. But if something has to go, something has to give. That's the order I would say. Take your weekend off on the Arena one. And then class events you could take Thursday off if you want to. But you do get some gems. And for me right now, I need Spiritwalker class. I'm getting double, and then I'm also getting gems, so I'm definitely doing it. But if you already have Spiritwalker at 100, and you don't need the 25 gems, you could go do something else. It's kind of like a keep the habit, keep yourself in the rotation that the game gives you type of thing too. Doing the events every day. Oh, today's this day, we're doing this event. It's Tuesday, we're doing the faction. It's Wednesday, we're doing the pet. It's Thursday, we're doing the class. Weekend, it's time for another 3-day event. Like, just keep yourself in the loop and be another reason to do it. It's probably the second best one to skip if you're going to skip one. I don't know what would be after that. I'd probably do everything else. I still do. If you're looking for stuff to skip, I mean. PvP, like, I already have my bonus right now. Unless you really want those pets bad. You could skip PvP after a few days. I think it's starting to look that way. I'll turn a fan on. I got to my bonus, like, really, my goal, like, yesterday. And the reason I got there is because I was chasing crowns. So I said I was only going to do a certain amount, and I'm like, oh, I still got to get, like, 4 more crowns, or 4 more appearances of the king guy. So I said, oh, I might as well keep doing PvP until I get all my crowns. And then that turned out I was done with my PvP goals by Wednesday night because of that. And now if I want to, I don't have to do PvP today. Especially when it's the Vault event this weekend, you're probably not getting both pets. If you're doing the Vault event correctly tomorrow. Yeah, I doubt you have both pets already. Maybe you do. But I don't know. Plus, the way the leaderboard is working, it's not even satisfying to get, like, 3rd place or 2nd place or 1st place, because you could get 5th place and still get 2nd place. You can get 3rd place and still get 1st place. You can get 10th place and still get 3rd place. It's like, not even... You don't even know what you should do, or how much you should do, or whether you're doing good or not, or... I don't like it. Ever since I got 1st place rewards for getting 2nd, when I was never in 1st. And that made me feel like, you know, I probably could have did a little bit less. And I wasted my time. And then it also makes me feel like I don't know. There's no way to tell, like, how much I should do here. So it's frustrating, and it makes me not want to do it. Maybe I'll just go for the pets. Maybe I'll just go for my goals. Then you got the Underspire, where we'll go to the 2nd boss, and that's it, and I'll be done with it for the week. But you could go further if you want. They added all these things, but you could also do the bare minimum in all these things, and even doing that, it takes quite a bit of time. So if you're going all out on everything, your gem stack's going down, and your free time's going down, too. Pizza says, class event almost always worth doing because almost every kingdom needs class level 100 at a certain power level. You miss me, Supernova? Yeah. I gotta give them something, because they're pretty decent with the... They watch just enough to keep me going. The P99ers, I got a few good, you know, 10K, 5K videos out of that game. So I gotta keep playing. And I like the game anyway, so works out. There's been some rude people over there lately, though. I'm like, what? It's like, you're just being mean to be mean. What are you doing? And then when I, like, go overboard saying I'm not an expert, they're like, you don't have to say you're not an expert that many times. La 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 la. Like, well, then the next time I make a video, they're gonna say, that's not true, do-do-do-do-do. And even though it's my opinion, I'm saying, this is my opinion. There's this mob in this zone in EverQuest that is a unicorn, a black unicorn. That's a super rare lottery. They call it a lottery mob, where you have to kill one thing, a random wolf, and then it rolls like a very low % chance that it spawns another wolf like right away. And then you kill that wolf, and then it spawns another. It like rolls a really low chance that it spawns the unicorn, which is crazy. It's crazy. Like, you're going to find this random wolf, kill it, and then it's going to roll the RNG to spawn the other wolf. You're going to kill that, and then it's going to roll the RNG to spawn this black unicorn. It was a GM event, you know, like a special event. But this unicorn is just wandering the zone for all times, because this game is an emulation, and they took like a snapshot of a period of time of the game. And you know how emulations are. I don't know. You probably know more than me about emulations, but it's an emulation of a game, and I feel like the unicorn, the GM event unicorn, is not supposed to be in there, like, for the rest of time. Like, it was a special enemy that was supposed to be there for a certain amount of time, and then they take it out. But it's stuck in the emulation, just running around the zone, harm-touching everybody, death-touching everybody, and it just wanders the whole zone, death-touching people. And it's a crazy undercon and everything. And I was just pointing out, like, I think this is bugged. I don't think this is supposed to be how it is. This is a very rare GM event unicorn, special unicorn. It should not be just wandering the zone, killing everybody all the time for now until the end of time. And I have people in the comments, like, being little a-holes about it, just because that was my opinion. When I've had the developers come to my videos, other times that I've said, this is weird, I don't know if this is right, I've said that before, and they were like, you're right, this is not how it's supposed to be, we'll try to fix it. Another time, I'm like, this is weird, this doesn't seem right. Same developer. Everybody knows this developer. It's not like I'm just talking to some random guy and thinking it's a developer. It's like a person that everybody knows. I'm like, it'd be like if Kafka was talking to me. Or Jetto. And I was like, you know, this looks weird too. Like, no, this zone looks weird too. These things are doing stuff they probably shouldn't be doing. They're like, you're right. We'll check it. We'll try to fix it. We'll tone it down a little bit, whatever they said. So now that I'm seeing this crazy unicorn going around death touching everything in the zone, I'm like, this is probably something like that again. And then you get people in the comments like, like, come on, man. It's my opinion, and I think it's right. But if you want a death-touching unicorn just flying around killing everybody in the zone for the rest of time, you know, that's fine with me. Just makes the game cooler and more dangerous. I was just saying it's probably not supposed to be like that. That'd be like if this battle crasher just kept crashing in forever. This is a special mob that's crashing in for 2 weeks. It'd be like if they stopped the game and then someone made an emulation of it 20 years from now. And the battle crasher was still there because they emulated like this period of time. Now the battle crasher is always there forever because they emulated these 2 weeks. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. Like somebody emulates Gems of War in the future 20 years from now, and we get the king crashing in for the rest of time. It's not how it's supposed to be. That's how it felt anyway. I'm no expert on that game because it's crazy. It's hard to be an expert on that game. The only experts might be the devs, and I was trying to get them to look at it. Like, you know, just let me know. Is it supposed to be like that? Yes? Okay. Well, I'll stay away from that zone. That zone is now a no-no, and it's just dead to me. So that's real cool, right? You just can't even go there. That sounds like fun. I'll just avoid that whole area. Great job. I'm sure that's supposed to be. I'm sure that's how it's supposed to work, right? Just to put a crazy giant that just goes around stomping on everybody. And there is zones like that, but it's like always been like that. And they're called like sand giants, and it's like a sand area, and like everybody knows it's always been like that since the beginning of time. But they're not like a crazy GM sand giant that says it's level 40 but acts like it's level 60 and death touches people. It's not that. It's just a regular sand giant. Pizza says the Orb of Chaos from the class event, but that's up to you. Yeah, I wouldn't go to the Orb. I haven't gone to the Orb in a long time. I think I did for the Nightweaver, maybe? Because you're going to have one every Thursday. And you don't really want to spend gems on the class event. Most people do it for free. Unless it's a class you need to level in your particular... You know how I feel about leveling classes. I kind of just do them slowly over time. Because by the time you need a class at 100, you don't have the other crap you need to get that kingdom to that level anyway. So, unless you do. And then if you do, that's a good class to work on. Every kingdom's in a different progression. They're not all equal. You got one kingdom that needs this thing, and you got this kingdom that needs another troop, and you got this kingdom that needs a weapon fully ascended. You got this kingdom that needs the class. You got this kingdom that needs to go to level 16 or whatever. Like, they're all in different spots, so I wait until it says to get the class to 100. Because I might not have the other crap before that, and it's a waste of time, in my opinion, to go ahead and level all the classes to 100, because it kind of... You know, while I'm doing other stuff, of course, like right now, I'm not going to go out of my way to just grind a class or spend gems on it. Like a random class that I'm not even working on. I just choose one at a time. Work on it. Do my adventure board with it on. Do the pet rescue with it on. Do as many events as I can with it on. I'm not going to go grind explore one and only do the class. And it hasn't really done me... Most of the time I do the right thing, like, so... It's not like it's hurt me any time. It never hurts me. Not having a class at 100 has never hurt me. So it feels like the right decision. I can do other things that are more valuable to me. Like opening vault keys. If I'm going to open vault keys fast, I'm using Diamantina without any class. So I can't level a class there. If I got plenty of time to open vault keys, I might throw a class on. But it's going to be one that I know, hey, once I get this class to this level, I'm getting something. I'm not just doing it to do it. Some people are completionists, though, and they're grinders and stuff like that, so you play however you want to play. I don't think it's a bad thing, I just think it's not my style. And it's never hurt me to not do it. I've never been like, oh, I don't have Spiritwalker at 100. Now I can't get into the club, or now I don't have this or that. No, it's just like, oh well. Oh well, I don't have Spiritwalker at 100. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. Nothing has ever been... I've never said, oh, I wish I had a Spiritwalker at 100 right now. It's just like I've never said, boy, I wish I had a crappy mythic that can do web. That people are, it's the best thing ever. Have you guys seen it? I think I underplayed it a little, because I haven't seen it at all. And it's still the mythic. It's still the new mythic right now, in the drop table. I said wait a week. I said wait a week and count how much you see Mandragora. It's still the week. It's still his week. I haven't seen it at all. We need to put up missing person posters for a highly advised mythic. You put up some milk carton pictures of it. Same with Theodorovich. Where the heck is it? You guys using it right now? I doubt it. But it's the best thing ever, guys. If something's the best thing ever, you're going to use it. You're going to see it. It's not going to just disappear off the face of the earth. That's ridiculous. But that's why you come here, to get the actual truth. Bring you back to earth a little bit. Even if I do exaggerate, it's because everybody else is scheming and rubbing their hands together like Birdman. So I gotta like go a little bit hard for the other side. Oh man, I better do another team, huh? I hope I'm not almost... Supernova says, I went crazy yesterday, so I went into your playlist and watched your old rant videos. Hey, cool, Mark. That's awesome. I like when people, like, at least try it. Some people don't give it a chance, the EverQuest. They're like, oh, you're just floating through the air, running or sitting the whole time. But it's not. It's like the danger. Like the unicorn, like, on the other hand, I kind of like the unicorn because it's super dangerous. And at any time, it can walk by you and just kill you in one shot while you're just sitting there. And that's how the whole game is. It's usually not a GM event special unicorn. It's usually just a random skeleton or something that you could actually stand up and maybe fight back. Sometimes if you're in the wrong zone, like a high-level zone by accident, or you're just trying to run through it, you can get stomped. And that running is more dangerous and exciting than it looks like to somebody not playing. Because I'm checking my 6, my head's on a swivel. If I see the wrong thing, it's going to rush me and kill me, and then I lose my body and I'm across the world and have to figure out how to get back there. So it's kind of a... And then if you're just sitting there, it looks like you're just sitting there, but, you know, I could be waiting on a group, I could be meditating, getting mana back, I could be trying to get health back, I could, then while I'm doing that, I'm not safe. I can't just go take a break. I have to, like, sit there and watch just in case something runs up on me. And it's pretty exciting. It's more exciting if you're actually playing it, or you know what's going on, and you know why I'm doing things and why it's exciting. If you're just a random person that's never seen it before, you probably just think, oh, he's just sitting there. Alright, we gotta make another team because I don't have much turns left, I don't think, but let's do a low level. I think it's another one of those, like, hey, this is the high... I know I've been doing that a lot this week, but Todd is so good. And Foxfire King is such a good compliment to Todd. I don't want to, like, go out of my way to make a Phoenix team when I think this is better. And everybody has it. So it's not like more people are going to have Phoenix than that have Foxfire King. It's the other way around. So I don't even want to show a Phoenix team, because I think you should use this. But I will do a low-level team, because they can't help it if they don't have... They're not very far into the game. And, you know, it's probably similar once again. A couple Todds. Couple Todds, you know. What did we do, Phantom Fox, last time? It's not a legendary or a mythic. And then we'll change the weapon because, just in case, y'all don't have, got War Gear, in case y'all don't have it, because you're low level. Or whoever. Could do Volpakia. And you have access to all these weapons this week. And that's the one you got from the event, the raid event, so it's super accessible. Feels better as soon as possible. I hope so. Pizza says butt farting. Aw, but I like butt farting. Lego says PvP pets showing up in Pet Rescue has been interesting. Hope it's not a bug and they stay. Have they really been showing up? Like you're getting the silver mark pets in random Pet Rescue? Yeah, you guys will have to let me know if anything's going on in the game. I really haven't been paying attention the last 2 days or so. If there's any, like, juicy information out there. I want class trials and gyms for free. Lower levels get more VP than higher ones, too. Yep. Livewire. Allie says I'm only doing PvP for the books. Yeah, that means you gotta get on the leaderboard. And that means... You know how it goes. You don't even know what place you're in. I can't wait till that shakes out and gets better. Supernova says I'm just going for my PvP goals and then gold farm the rest of the time. If I get it, cool. If not, cool too. Pizza says kind of sounds like Horde, Mimic, and Gems of War. Got to get lucky and get Mimic chest, and then got to get lucky again for another Mimic chest, and then got to get lucky. Yeah. Yeah, EverQuest rant. Gemologica, you know, I check it from time to time, but it seems to never have the thing I'm looking for. I like Terran's World the best. If I'm going to look up Gems of War information, I usually go Terran's World first. Then I'll go to the website and the forum and stuff like that second. And then, like, if I'm really struggling to find what I'm looking for, maybe I'll go to Gemologica or one of those other ones. But they seem like they're out of date. They haven't been updated in a while, some of them. I don't know if it's that one in particular, but a couple of the websites for this game are like super out of date because the people quit the game like a year or two ago type stuff. And what do we do here? We are missing purple. We could do that. Brown, blue, yellow, brown. Huh. Guess I'll do this. There's no, like, green that you can... I don't know, we just got so much brown. Let's go do that. Looks fine. Alright, so low-level team. I forgot to show the team code for the first team, but you guys... You have it, really, from the raid or the Underspire. And I could show it if you really need it. So all I gotta do is put the other stuff back on and show it. If I didn't show it, I forget. I was talking. I got a one-track mind sometimes. Old Mrs. Senny will be like, stop at the gas station. And then we'll get to talking about something else. We'll get real into like a conversation about something like, oh, the dog, or oh, the car, or so-and-so did this, or so-and-so did that at her work or something. And I'll be like talking about that, and I'll forget to go to the gas station. I got like a one-track mind. I'm frozen. This is the counter to the journey troops. That's why you shouldn't nerf them, devs. There is a counter called freeze. If somebody really wanted to, they could counter it. It's not like undefeated. I know it's annoying and it's a win button. There's pros and cons. As long as there's a counter, it's not something that's super broken. And you just do this, you know, loop your Todd. If you're a low-level person, you somehow don't have Foxfire King. Maybe you forgot to get it. You got Queen Beatrix, you got Gob Truffle, you got Harpy Mage, a Gargoyle, Magma Dragon, Shoggoth. You just forgot to get your Foxfire King. You would use this team. Mark says, should I craft vault keys? I have 80 to craft. It depends where you're at in the game. And do you already got, like, all your other stuff? Do you already got all the cursed weapons? Do you already got Darksmith Drenza? Do you already got, like, all that? Once it's down to just, like, stuff that's always there, and it's not, like, just one, you know, like the stuff I just said, it's not bad. I do it sometimes. I'll do the vault keys. I gotta admit, I'll do the vault keys sometime. What else am I gonna do with my cursed runes? And I think it also takes treasure maps or something, so it feels good to, like, get rid of some treasure maps. Because I don't know, what else would you do? That's one thing I haven't looked super hard at and discussed with y'all, is like what to do with your cursed runes in the Soul Forge. The only thing that made sense to me so far was the vault keys, and that's still like a scratch off. But if it's just, if your cursed runes are just sitting there, and you have a pile of souls and whatever else, it's like, why not? As long as there's not something that's way better than I'm missing, like some orb or... I think you can make some orbs, or you can make some metals. So it kind of depends on who you are. I don't think it's a bad craft, though. As long as you got all the cursed weapons and all the Darksmith Drenza and stuff like that. Yeah, Orb of Clans isn't bad. I just have so many that I'm like Scrooge McDucking them. I'm like diving into them and swimming around, and then I go and get the new mythic. I don't even use my guild seals. It's like, when am I gonna ever use that many? I don't really need more. But yeah, if you're like an early game player and you somehow have your Soul Forge maxed out, all the Cursebreaker weapons, and Darksmith Drenza, if you happen to want a certain orb, maybe. It's like the fact that the vault keys could give me gems is like I'm trying to turn these cursed runes into gems, but it's not a sure thing, so, but it's chance. And I love that there's a chance I can get gems out of the vault key. It's hard to find like something that you can turn into gems. Almost everything can be turned into everything else. Like, you can turn glory into gold, you can turn glory into trait stones, you can turn glory into gems, kinda. There's a lot of things you can kind of change into other things, but the only thing is to get gems is like the glory, and it's kind of hard. But if you get a vault key and you get the right thing out of the vault key, you could get a 300 gem drop or something. So any resource that could potentially give me gems, I'm for it. And guild seals can't give you gems, but they can give you mythics. If you're still looking for some, or legendaries. So I think that is a good option for some people. Let me show this team code, because I already forgot to show the first one. Might as well at least show one of them. Then the high-level team was Todd, Foxfire King, Wand, Foxfire King. Spiritwalker. I think it was like it was the Maze banner. You guys are probably already done with this, though. I'm more of a nighttime player. A lot of y'all are like early morning players. I don't like wake up and think, oh, I better get my Gems of War done. It's more of like a, oh, I better hurry up and get it done before I go to bed. The unicorn gets you zoned out? Yeah. Pizza says, funny, you just mentioned Friday Mythic, and I just accidentally got the Mythic. Maybe I'll try a team with all the crappiest Mythics for laughs and giggles. Yeah, right now you can only get the good... Right now you can only get the new Mythic. until tomorrow. That's what I was saying. I'd rather see people like wait till tomorrow, because there's a 50% chance if you get a mythic, it's going to be better than that one. So don't waste your keys right now. Hello, Dragor! Lego Man says, thank you, Cindy. Nerfing existing journey troops is not the answer. There are counters. Drager says I would say no. I don't know what the no is to because I'm way behind. To nerfing them? Mark says I need... Or to crafting vault keys, I guess, maybe. Mark says I need the lovers, can only get it from the vault keys. Yep. That's the only place. Drager says, yes, Mark, good luck. Grind the next vault event with your fastest low-level team. Livewire says the game just trickles those cursed runes to you like pet food. Yep. Pizza Time says I bumped it up to 4 likes, but he still needs more likes. Yeah, turn your ticket in and hit the like. I forgot to say it. If we got 26 people here, we should have 26 likes, baby. Everything has changed with the increase in vault events, that's for sure. Oh, let's get out of here. Alright, so that's the class event. Pretty simple. It's just teams you are already using this week. That's what I would say. Let me do this last battle. Finish it up. So yeah, our next live stream will be tomorrow. Like 12? I'm hoping. Just keep your eyes peeled. If I have anything to say about it, it's going to be at noon. But if we have to go to the car dealership, or we have to take the other car somewhere, or can only go rent a car at a certain time, might have to do it. I'm going to do it at some point. If I have to do it at night, I'll do it at night. If I have to do it in the morning, I'll do it in the morning. But stay tuned. I'll put up a reminder and I'll keep changing the time so you guys know. And then I'll be on the community tab and like the Discord and stuff. But this is why you do the class event. And usually it's faster than that. If you're not streaming and playing in front of other people, you're going to get it done faster than me. You'll get those 25 gems in 15 to 20 minutes or less. Alright, let's just play the game normally for, like, a little bit. If you guys have any questions, or you guys haven't know anything I don't know, let me know. Any ideas? Don't let me forget to read the comments before I get out of here. So adventure board, because Spiritwalker habits could be something good there. Should probably check the experience thing. XP booster. Make sure it doesn't say do the dungeon. What's up, Solitary Mind? One thing I'm very behind on this week is my vault keys. I have not been able to open all my vault keys. I'm going to end up having some left before tomorrow for sure, because I still have like 275 or something. And if I had all day today to live stream, I would do vault keys the whole day. So far, it's not seeming like it's going to be a super long one. We're kind of stuck in the mud, spinning our wheels. We'll be playing, so Vault event tomorrow and Saturday. I'll do the spoilers on Saturday. Then Sunday, maybe Elden Ring, or maybe more Vault event. Depends. If I feel like I'm doing super awesome in the Vault event, I'll play Elden Ring if I feel like I can. If I'm doing terrible in the Vault event and I need to get more Vault keys, I might play Gems of War on Sunday. It's one of those days where if I'm ever gonna play a different game, stream a different game, it's gonna be on Sunday. But I can also If I feel like it, I could play Gems of War. I don't know. Probably be a last-second decision. 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 Why can I say that? Can't say it. Isabel says, Vault hype. I stocked up on caffeine and snacks. There you go. Find you something good to listen to or watch out of the corner of your eye. Lock your door, barricade yourself. Put on a diaper. Or get a sock ready. You know how it goes. Vault event, baby. Time to poop socket. I did really good last Vault event, I think. Didn't I get like 400 something or 500? 450? Something like that? That's why I have so many and I can't open them all. Still got 275. And that's after a few days of opening. And the fact that we have another one, I feel like this is like, this weekend I'm probably not going to do super well. I can already see it coming, even though it hasn't started yet. I got the car thing going on. I still have a bunch of vault keys to open. And we got another vault event just 2 weeks from now. Now, don't let that stop you. You could really catch up in this game the next 3 weeks if you go hard. You could put your gem stack up at 20,000 if you really wanted to. You guys go hard, don't do as I do, do as I say. I can feel it already. Like, I'm probably only going to get like 200 or something. Just the way stuff has been going the last couple of days. Complete a delve. Hey, you might see me do a level 500 delve. See if we can do it deathless. It's got to be all bottom. All bottom. Aw, come on, man. Alright, let's buy the offer. Alright, what's next? What do I have to do today? Like, what do I need to? What do I have to do? Let's check the raid event. Ideally, your guild will be done with the raid event by tomorrow. So in an ideal world, we'd be done. And we are! Alright. And I'm not even going to check where I'm at on the leaderboard because we got done on a Thursday. If I'm on the bottom, you know, I tried. I played every day. I used all my sigils up until today. But I could potentially be on the bottom because people went hard and finished it today. Which I'm glad they did. But I was going to play, you saw. And then what would be next? Like, something we have to get done. I would say Kingdom Crowns. Pretty tight window on those if I want to go all the way. So to do that, I would do PvP. I guess the booster, too. Because we're going to be boosting this weekend on the Vault event. So to complete a delve, should probably do that. Let's go do that first. And then we'll do PvP for a little bit. No matter what, I like to do more than an hour live stream. So I'm going to at least go to like an hour and 15. What am I doing? Down here. Dripping Caverns. And we're on level 500. We're going to max it out. Got to do it deathless. So we're not allowed to die. You can see here. If you look at your... This is how you get renown. This is how you get points for each faction. So one of them is best delve with no casualties. So you need to... I already got it, too. I already beat it. That's weird. But you need to beat level 500 and not die. Maybe I'll try Pure Faction, but that's going to take too long. I don't remember doing 500. Does it just count if you do 490? I'm going to start on the next one, because I don't really feel like doing Pure Faction. Even though it's probably Shoggoth and not that bad. I just know it'll take too long. Alright, we got a... So how do I pick my next faction? I kind of just see which one's closest to max. So, we got 1220, 1340, 1120, 1390. 1390. And so it's going to be one of those 1390s. Oh, wait. Oh, that one's the one I'm doing. So Dark Court or Hell Gate. I'll do Dark Court. Why am I on 50? Well, that's fine. It's probably because I loaded it in. Let's make a different team. What can we do? Something boring because I'm not going to be carrying yellow and purple. Could probably do almost the same team as I already had for that last one. Just the Rasku. I secretly like this team. You'll see me using it in the Delves. High King Ironguts, the king of the Delves. And then I just like the way CT goes with them. As far as... Okay, yellow and purple, that's Leprechaun. So, let's go down to L. L, Leprechaun. And let's put it on Spiritwalker to level it. This will be the next delve I start progressing once, you know, I don't know if I'll do it every single day, but when I think about it. Feel like got a whistling boogie. Alright, yellow and green, yellow and brown, something like that. Yellow and brown. You guys ever watch a video and they got the whistling the whole time? It happens. It's happened to me before. It happens. It's kind of funny though. Okay, we can minus purple. I don't want to minus green. Let's go here. Alright, I'm gonna blaze through it. I think it's only level 50. I probably should have did a faster team. But after this, I'm gonna be doing a higher level battle. I'm not gonna do it today, but like going forward. So I just want to get my team on, set up. Crush them with skulls. It's not too bad. Oh, you want to miss? That's real cool. 270's pretty good. Yeah, that's how many I got left. Alright, get out of here, Damon. Nobody likes you. When would a person ever do the Damon? You'd have to be a low-level person just trying to progress through the delves, and you didn't feel like doing City of Thieves a million times to up your horde level or something. So you're just trying to get every advantage you can. Try the Damon. Which would almost never happen. The Genie's bad too, but the Damon's even worse. Yellow, blue. I don't even know why that crap's in the game, really. Maybe if I do a new account playthrough, I'd understand more. Maybe I'd actually do the Genie sometimes. The way it is, it's like just a nuisance. I think, like, Mark, as far as snow goes, I've heard of murmurs of snow on Saturday. Speaking of the Genie, go this way. But this whole week they've been talking about snow and it hasn't happened yet. It's not too bad out today. So maybe if it gets really super cold tomorrow, and could happen still. It keeps going above us, I guess. Like, they keep thinking it's coming towards us, and then it, like, blows over us. How many trophies do I average a week? I really don't even have an idea. All I know is I get like 500 plus. And that's not saying, like, I think that's good, or not that I might get 1,000, I might get 2,000, I'm not sure. All I know is my guild requires 400 something, and I always meet it. And I go a little bit above that at least. And that's how much I pay attention to trophies, because they don't give me anything, and I don't care. So I don't really know. I have no idea. I never look at my trophies ever. I'll go to my guild on like a Wednesday and see if I got all my stuff done. Like, nothing's red. But I'm more looking at the seals and the gold. The trophies just always happen. I've never had to even try to get them. I think it's the biggest waste of time in the game if you're farming trophies. Other than treasure hunt. Treasure hunt's the biggest waste of time. Farming trophies is probably the second biggest waste of time in the game. That's why I hate when I see videos. Even though I made one, so I'm a hypocrite. I made one back in the day. I probably made the first ever trophy farming video. It was Phoenicia on difficulty 5. I even remember it. You can look up every video, like I probably made it first. Most of the time. You know, there's probably a couple that somebody beat me to it. If you look at the dates, though, I bet you everything is either me or Tacit or something like that. Maybe people that aren't here anymore. Alright, 240. Let's lock it in so I can do it next time. Now we got our XP booster done. Dreger says, I still have a bunch, but I'm saving some for tarot cards. Yeah, that's an okay idea. Especially on Switch. Isabel says food shows will be on in the background. I like food shows sometimes. I get in the, I'll get in the mood for them, and then I'll just go on a 3-month kick watching food shows, you know? Some of the times it's like the people digging for gold. I'll watch that for like 3 months. I'll get real into it. Sometimes it's like Bear Grylls or some Survivor Man stuff. I'll get into that for a little bit. That's one of the analogies I was going to make. People... I was putting out like Survivor Man or Bear Grylls. You know, I was putting out that type of video. And everybody started watching Wild Boy Steve-O farting out his butt. And that's why I started doing freaking live streams. Like, I'm done. They're not watching Survivor Man Bear Grylls anymore. They're watching Steve-O and Chris Pontius farting on an elephant. So it is what it is, you know. I'm out of here. Throw my hands up. They don't want to see the real deal information. They want to see the clown doing a backflip off the ladder or something. Biting a monkey in a pile of mud. I'm gonna grab all my blinkies. I don't like those. Wow, I pushed on gross shrines. I can't go up to my mail? Why? Because there's a little gap there? That was my analogy that I forgot to say. I was trying to put out Bear Grylls, Survivor Man, Naked and Afraid, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, we had the Wild Boys out there. We had dudes tweaking their nipples and smacking each other on the thong. And that's what everybody started watching. And I just had to throw my hands up, say, just do live stream. That's why the 5 to 10 minute videos are gone, because people are watching nipples on fire instead. I just had to say, I give up. We'll see if streaming works. It's not really working today. Anyway, overall it's been very good, so we're doing okay. What about, okay, I did my XP booster, right? Is it all the way done? No, but getting glory will happen in PvP, so we'll get crowns, we'll get glory, we'll finish our XP booster, we'll get our crowns done here. At least 15 minutes of it. So where should I go? I'm going to chase the marks. I'm going to do the easiest battle because I don't really see a reason to do the harder battles. And this is my yellow team. Bello Games says that second vault event might just be a placeholder. Dev's in a mess. I'm not risking it. Yeah, I don't disagree. You might be right there. So whatever it is that weekend, I'll be doing my chatathon. So what happened, if it's not the vault event, hopefully it's a placeholder for something interesting at least. And not just a weird faction event or something. That'd be really, they would get an uproar. Because it's on their own calendar, Bello. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last time they did a vault event, and they canceled it, and they said it was never, like, on... It was on Terran's World. This was, like, last year, January, or something. They had a vault event scheduled. It was on Terran's World. People were taking off work and stuff, getting ready for it. And then they canceled it, and they said it was never supposed to be a vault event. But then there was vault event offers that whole weekend. So that was a lie. But this time is different because they put the vault event on their own calendar. So if they cancel it this time, there was an uproar last time. Can you believe the uproar this time that they put it on their own freaking calendar and they didn't say, hey, this might be a placeholder? Everybody's expecting 2 vault events. The devs put out the information this time. And that's subject to change. It does say subject to change, I guess, on their stupid calendar. But it would be way more egregious if they put it on their own calendar that they released and then they change it. Because that's not even the same as the thing people went crazy about last time. So you believe me, they're going to go crazy if they change it. And I don't know if they want to deal with all that. Unless they're already saying stuff right now, you know, giving people notice. You know, I'd expect to hear something from them in the next week or so. They're going to cancel that second vault event. But that's not like them. Their modus operandi, or whatever you call it, is to just cancel it at the last second and not care about anybody else. They only care about themselves. Let's do that. Do that. Do that again. And we got this. Get out of here. Drager says, you sniping Dragonite gnomes tomorrow? I hope so. I hope I get a lot of them. You mean like waiting till the end and stuff? Like leaving them up so I can get the full drop? Probably, because I still don't have Stellarix. I stopped doing that before, like once I had 2 Diamantinas and I was all the way done, and before they announced Stellarix and stuff, I was not doing that. I stopped doing it. But I might go back to it, you're right. Mark says, I finished about Sinny in our guild. I should take a pic. Sinny is the master. Yeah, on those events they get done early. I'm not saying, like, sometimes I will be on the bottom because it's not Sunday. I didn't have time to... I didn't even have time today to play. This is my first time playing today, and it was already done. Which is great. But that's my excuse for not being up high. Or for being down low. I went in there, but I'm not... There's no point. If it's done, there's no point. You're just wasting your time. So I'm not just going to go in there and, like, play battles just to look good or something. Like, it's done already. There's no point. They know what's up. And they know there's a vault event tomorrow, so it is what it is. We're done. It's good. We're done. If they needed help, I would have helped. Pizza says, it's faction event, only way to earn renown after level 500 because I can do true faction and still not get renown. You can only do like one, you have to do all the different factions. So you can only take one faction so far and then you can't get any more renown. Once everything is like 500 out of 500 or whatever, there's no possible way to get more. Once you're on level 500 in a faction and you have your horde level to 100, there's no possible way to get more after you do the Deathless and the Pure faction. You go to a different faction and you do the same thing again. Then you got like almost 40 of them to do, so a lot of people have it all the way done. You can be done with the fact. You can be all the way done. It's kind of like classes. You could take all your classes to 100 and now you're done. You could take all your factions to 500, 2500 renown and be all the way done, and now there's no more to do until they're putting a new one out though in a couple, I think next weekend. And you get stats for that, like for your whole account. Just like your kingdom level and power, it goes down, like eventually you get a stat on soft caps. It does that with renown too, like your overall renown. You'll see stats the further you go. And those are stats you need to get eventually. It's more of a high level way to get stats. Like you'll get way more stats early. Like if you're a beginner, it's better to like try to find a good guild to get more stats. That'd be the quickest way. Level up. You know, maybe do a couple easy soft caps and kingdom level and power. The delves are more of like a high, mid, or early end game type of way to get stats. Because you got to end up doing pure factions. I mean, you could run around and do all your horde levels and probably get a stat or two. But if you're going to get all the stats, you're going to have to be doing pure factions on 500, and it's one of the harder things to do in the game, so it's more of an end game way to get your final few stats. Like, I think I could technically get a couple magic if I got, like, all of them done. But I'm working on it. There's so much to do every day. The best I can do is, like, do one a day. Let's see. Brown to skull. Sure. Sometimes I'll just be casting stuff. Two more for this one. Drager says Genie maybe on Pure Faction run. Damon is just poop. Supernova says Texas Power Ranger, Spiritwalker Talker sounds like an awesome TV show. It's Clues the video game, Doing Karate the movie, and Texas Power Ranger, Spiritwalker Talker. Drager says that's why I don't do Explore 10. You're losing medals and getting trophies. Yeah, I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it. I think that's bad advice when people tell you to do anything except for Explore 1 and Explore 12. If they're telling you to do any other Explore, I hate it. That's like Mandragora and Theodorovich advice. Unless it's like Explore 2 because it's functioning the same way as Explore 1 and you know you can clear it, and that's the only time. I hate Explore 10. I hate Explore 9 or whatever. Feels like there's no reason. If you're going for tokens, do 12. If you're looking for class experience or versus, or you're doing the vault event, do 1. Anything else is just you're being extra, and you don't need to do that. There are very specific occasions where, like, somebody has a team that can wipe 10 or 11 in one shot, and it's, like, super fast, but still, you're, like, missing out on your Nisha tokens, and the thing you're getting instead is, like, trophies or something stupid. I'd rather have a better chance at a Horde Mimic Mythic or a Nisha token than trophies or something. You gotta remember the reason you're there. You're not there for trophies. You're there for tokens or Horde Mimic Mythic or Versus. Or to hurry up and get a class to 100 if that's what you're doing. You're not there to get trophies. Because it does nothing. Oh, I should have did Divine Ishbala. Now I'm in a pickle. Alright, let's do this. Now we can do her. Right? Yeah, I always get like in this mood for certain shows. Then I'll never watch it again for like a year or two. And I'll get in the mood again. Like I'll watch people fixing cars. I'll just get in the mood. I'm not even a mechanic. I suck at fixing cars. I just blew a car up, even though it wasn't my fault. Just an old piece of crap. And you know, I'll get in a mood of just watching people fix cars, like Vice Grip Garage or something. It's more of like watching somebody work while I'm working, or I think that's the thing. You like to listen to somebody playing gyms, or watch somebody play gyms while you're playing gyms, or it's like, oh, they're doing the same thing as me. They're working hard, I'm working hard. They're playing gyms, I'm playing gyms. That's kind of the way I do it. That or I'm just listening to... Lately, it's still been... I'm on like this gigantic long kick for Dungeons and Dragons podcasts and stuff like that. Been watching MCDM lately. Still on my mission to find a good one that I like. And this one's pretty good. Alright, so we have a Ishbala. Do we have her, though? I don't think so. So let's just do this. Now, we're looking for red to skull. We got it. Got a lot of yellow and purple. Let's get this out of here. This. Now we can just do this. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, but it worked. I meant to cast the wand. I meant to do that. Do I have any XP boosters I need to use, like, because they're going to expire before tomorrow? I hate how you can't go up here, look. Just because there's a little gap. So you have to go up here, over here, down here. Alright, this one's 21 hours. I think I can use that tomorrow, so I'm fine. Just double checking. I can't go down either. I have to go back up, over here, back down. If you can skip across the whole map, why can't I skip across a tiny gap? That's so stupid. Watch, I can do this. You see the blue I'm doing? I can go all the way from the medals, or the XP booster, all the way down to the PvP tab. So why can't I go from the mail to the shrines? That's like a tiny little inch. I could jump this whole TV screen all the way down. But I can't jump this tiny inch from the mail to the shrines. What is up with that? That's stupid. Alright, back. Let's do one more set of 5, and then I gots to go. It's one of them days. We're stuck in the mud. We're spinning our wheels. We're getting eaten alive. I'm not feeling great anyway. I got a bunch of crap to do anyway, so you guys are just saving me from myself. And I appreciate it. You guys know best. You say you should not be on here. You got stuff to do. I'm just gonna try it. Oh, big miss. But he's entangled. There we go. Oh, come on. I wish he was up. Here we go. This is my other team, so... Or wait. Yeah. So the Avenger team and then this team, they're both pretty fun. I'm not saying they're the best for their particular color. They're just really fun and not slow. Something different to try. Instead of the same old, same old. I got a nice little mix for my PvP teams. I got some of the same old, same old. I got some super fast ones. Then I have some fun, like, skull conversion teams that are still decently fast, but not like the meta. I like that. I don't want to go around and just use the meta on every single PvP restriction. I like to have a mix of different teams. So it's more fun. You jump around. You're not doing the same thing. You're not Diamantina every single time. You're not Todding the whole time. You're doing something different in almost every restriction. It just feels better. Supernova says, I remember EQ days asking people and contacting admins to find your body because you fell through the map or wandering into a high-level zone because you didn't know you died from lag or player killed by boredom. Yeah. That's what the dude was saying on my video. Like, the unicorn killed him, and then his body was in a tree, and he couldn't find it. That would suck. And that can happen. Be cool if it was like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, I think, where if they kill you, they like steal your stuff and steal your soul, and then you have to kill them to get it back. That'd be super hard because you have no equipment, and you have to fight them. You have to fight the thing that killed you, pretty much, to get your stuff back, and you have to win when you just died from it. That's how Bloodborne is sometimes. You'll die, and then they'll take your bloodstain. Like, you have to kill them to get it back. They have, like, these glowing eyeballs. You can tell which one has it. So you have to make it back naked, and then kill them naked to get your stuff back. Kinda. It's not the same, because Bloodborne, they don't, like, take your equipment. They just take your souls. It's still kind of like, oh, crap, if I don't kill that thing, I don't get all the... I can't just pick them off the ground this time. I gotta kill it to get them back. And that's the thing that killed me. It's like making it so you can't avoid something that beat you the last time. You have to get better. Pretty cool mechanic on that game. Drager found a pet gnome. Isabel says you're very entertaining live streamer, so I'm very thankful you are now. Yeah, I think it's working, and, you know, I have some people saying they don't like it. And I don't get it, because I put chapters in the important videos, and you can just go straight to the thing, and it's still like a 5-minute video if you really want it to be. It's like they don't want to do any work at all. I'm sorry, though, you know. I tried. I tried for years. Not like I just gave up after a month or two. I tried. It wasn't up to me. I didn't make the decision. I hate that word. Why can't I? I'm going to have to practice that fucking word or something. It wasn't my... I didn't make it. I didn't... It was you. It was me. You know, it was me, but it wasn't me. It was based on things. Well, let's just flail it. That's what I say when there's no alignment. Flail it. Wasps. Multiple wasps. You say the multiple of wasp, it sounds like a sprinkler system. It's wasps. Supernova says, sorry my giant hammer-sized thumbs hit multiple buttons. Cookie Man says, hi Cinny and fellow sinners, what up Cookie Man? You're in my leaderboard last week. I was talking about you. There's Cookie Man right there, y'all. You said, who's Cookie Man? I said, Cookie Man. There he is. He or she, sorry. He says man, though, so I'm assuming. They're right there. You were on my leaderboard. You probably didn't see my name because it's weird. But I saw your name. HX Sky says, just got my Mirage Queen for the Rowan team and your starter team video, and finally fully traded my finesse team too. They are both very strong. Love it, dude. Love it. You guys know I love to hear it. That's really good. I'm glad you're following the advice. It'll just make everything easier. Getting that guild, you know? I always gotta say that. Getting that guild. You follow that video and you know, like, hey, that's something he made a year ago. It might not be exactly like, you know, there's Todd and Chalcedony, and like you can go after those things now. Like I made that video a year ago, but that's why I'll get those comments every once in a while, like, you know, does this actually still work because this and that? I'm like, it's a year old. You just got to be smarter than time passing. All you got to know is, like, of course, he made this a year ago. There might be a couple things that you do slightly different now. It's still basically the same, though. Maybe instead of Guardians, like Finesse and Persistence and stuff, you get Todd and Chalcedony and stuff. Like, even though Finesse is really good still, you should get those. And you must be in a guild because you're getting those. So that's good. Like in Dragons too. You could get Ruby Wrath or something super early and make a team out of that. I almost need to do another new account playthrough because I can show where you would plug that stuff in. Here's where you plug in your Dragon team, and here's where you plug in your Todd and your Seeker and stuff. I think it would still be the same. You would just have to plug those in somewhere at a certain time. Might be either your third team or your fourth team, and then you move one of them back a slot. But it's still pretty much the same. I still think super early goblins are good. And that's just until you get Rowan. It's not like you're using them until you're level 300. You're using them till like just at the very beginning of the game. Like the first quest. Pretty much until you go to Forest of Thorns. And then you get Rowan, you switch to her. Maybe you build her team first and get the souls to level her and stuff. You might not switch to her immediately, but pretty soon thereafter you're switching to Rowan, and then she's doing tons of stuff for you. And then that's when you go to the Underworld and get in the guild, and you get the Guardians, you get the Underworld troops. Then maybe somewhere right around there you're starting to look at Persistence and Todd and Dragon Egg Dragons and stuff. Alright, one more battle and then I got to go, so leave. If you want to say something, if you got a question, now's the time. I will have to play some more tonight to make sure I get all my crowns. I might look at it and see if I have any leeway. Because I have got every single crown so far, and I think there's a tiny bit of leeway. So if there is, I might take advantage of it. Like if I don't need to get all of them today, and I only need to get half of them today or whatever, and then I'm going to do the vault and definitely get them the rest of the weekend, like all of them. I think there's a little bit of leeway. I don't think it's like a whole day's worth, but it's like a half a day. I might take advantage of that today. And that might be a little bit of advice for you. You could do the same, maybe. Just make sure you can go all the way down. If you're free to play, if you're paying for the Kingdom Pass, you should definitely just get all your crowns every single day because you want to get your money's worth. Don't buy it if you're not going to do that. If you're not going to get every single crown every single day, don't buy the pass. You're not allowed to. If you're doing it for the free side, you might be able to skip half a day or something. You gotta just make sure. I might even look at it before I get off of here. Let's see what we got left. Alright, that's the last battle. I got some crowns. I finished the marks. Let's go look. I got this done. I need to claim it, but I think a better time to claim it would be like tomorrow during the Vault event. And I probably don't have enough to buy anything. And I'm probably not going to, because what am I going to do PvP tomorrow? Probably not. This might be the week where I just don't get anything. But I'll still have them for next week. And then I can buy everything next week. It's fine. You know, these pets will come back around. And somebody said in the chat that they're just popping up randomly in pet rescues too. So it's not like if you don't get it right now, you're never ever going to have another chance. You probably will. But then the Kingdom Crowns here. Okay, so I've seen 7 out of 10. That's pretty good. So I need what? Not sure. Got 3 days left. I'm gonna get 40 more crowns or something? So what's that, like 8 spots? Yeah, I got it. Pretty sure, unless I'm thinking about it wrong. Unless I'm thinking about it wrong, y'all. I got 3 days left. Right? Maybe I did it wrong. 30... I don't know. 3 days left. 30 crowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Three days. How many do you get a day? You just get 10 a day, right? Or do we get more than that a day? I don't know. I can't. 7 out of 10 encounters so far today. 3 more encounters would be 6. Six. 10. We get 20 a day, huh? Right? You got 10 encounters per day times 2 is 20. Okay, so I got... You get 20 crowns a day. Times 3 days. I can get 60 crowns. And I think each of these are only 5 crowns, right? Or are they 10? Either way, I think I got enough to make it. I got a headache and I'm at the end of a live stream. And I haven't been paying attention to this, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got enough. If I collect rewards, how many does it give me, right? So... Alright, it shows you. So I get these 2. But maybe I forgot to collect yesterday or something. Done 14. I got 2 of them. Yeah, they're 5 each, right? Because that was like 10 of them. So if they're 5 each, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I can get 20 a day. So I really only... Like, the vault event's going to take care of it. So I could stop today and I'll be fine. So, pretty sure. I think you could too. If you really wanted to, you could probably skip today. If you're doing the free side. If you're doing the free side, I think you can skip 1 day, and that's a great day to do it would be today, so you can like finish opening vault keys or finish. But if you're like PvP is the thing you're finishing, you're gonna get them anyway. So I don't know, but I know I have enough that this weekend I'll be done. Yeah. But I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I hope you have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. Let me go read the comments from the last live stream. I'll catch up in the chat. I'll say goodbye. We got eaten alive today, y'all. The train didn't start at all. Nobody even propped the hood open. We got devoured. But that's cool. That happens sometimes. It's gotta happen. There's gotta be the danger of it happening. Or else there's just no danger. And then that doesn't... Eh. It's just like my PvP teams. I like this team and that team, different teams. Makes it fun and interesting to have different kinds of teams instead of just Diamantino all the time. Well, we gotta have this happen sometimes because it makes the story better. Sometimes you just spin your wheels, get eaten alive, and the engine blows up. It is what it is. Alright, go to my channel. Come on, laptop. We're at the end of a stream. I just want to be done. And you're being stupid. Alright, from Journey Troops getting nerfed? Question mark? That is the Tuesday live stream. Let's see if anybody commented. Comments, if it'll ever load. Come on. Why are you having so much trouble here? This is what I have to deal with. It's just spinning circle. Loading, loading, loading. Doesn't want to do it. Come on. I'm giving it about 15 seconds, and I'm just going to say we'll do it tomorrow. I got the spinning blue circle of death. Come on, dummy. You're failing me. You suck. Computer. Now it's just a black screen. That's fine. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I can't even see the chat now, though. So I got a black screen. Anyway, I can't see nothing. I got a black screen. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. I'll see y'all next time. Later, Allie. Later, John. Hey, John Fitzpatrick. What's up, dude? Uh-oh, it wants to work now. Come on. Alright, you get till 1:33, computer. If you're not up by then, I'm out of here. Still loading the comments. Here we go. Here we go. All right. It's going to work. Let's do it. All right, Brian Walker, I think. Brian Walker says, looping troops are always subject to fail when they are frozen. That's what we were saying today. I might have got that. Not that I got it from you, but you like kind of put it in my brain still. You know, so I would say it today. Sometimes your guys' comments, I read them, and then it's like in the back of my head, and then I'll say something because of your comment. So... best looping journey troops are ones that have decent teammates of the same typing that can cleanse or bless. As far as PvP goes, the new system makes it where it is not on every event type. The ones that you can use them as an offense team, you can build up an anti-loop team to verse it when you come across them. Yeah, that's true. As long as there's a counter. I think as far as the journey troops go, like I said the other day, they should leave the ones that they got and just don't make any more. If that's what they're thinking they're too strong and they're going to nerf them, leave the ones we got alone. We got one for each color. And just don't do them in the future. It's fine. Just don't touch the ones we already got. There is a counter. It's called freeze. Brian says in another message here, hey, Sinnycool, I try and make your lives, although when I don't, it is very nice to have the replay going when I can actively play Gems of War. I believe that most of your followers enjoyed the new format for your channel. Yeah, I think the ones that matter, definitely. The ones that care and matter. You gotta watch the Crashing Out on Christmas to see how I really feel. We got Tyrion Shark. The nerf is both good and bad. These have been some fun, strong troops and made Journey much easier than the first two Journey events. But facing these guys more and more in Explore and now in PvP, the nerf is honestly welcome to an extent. Sure, it's fun when you are looping, but it's devastating when you barely give up a turn only to get looped to death. Now we have 7 kingdoms with these troops in Explorer, higher chances to see these in PvP. It's not a bad thing to see a slight nerf. This new troop is still loads better than Deathclaw and Hawthorne Journey troops. With a Storm, can be pretty loopy, casting 10 a turn, or creating 10 a turn. Yeah, I pretty much agree there. Like I've already said my piece on it. I think they should keep the ones we got and just don't make any more. You know, I'm never doing Explorer, so I don't really care about that part of what you said. But that is annoying if you're an Explorer person. And yeah, if you get looped to death in Guild Wars, it's like, oh man. But you gotta freeze them. You gotta Essence of Evil or something. You gotta counter it. Alright, who is this person? I think it's Joshua? Joshua says, I appreciate the time you dedicate on the videos you post. I always try to watch and like each one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. Thank you. Helps a lot. That's what we can do for free, is just hit the like button. Share it out. Like I say at the end of all my videos and all my streams, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. There, get about channel comment below. Most of that's free. There's only like one thing in there that's not. He also says the downside of Twitch is streams disappear after a bit. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a Twitch app for PS4, PS5. Yeah, that's right. The VODs do disappear after a while. That's why a lot of them will post it onto YouTube. Even the big Twitch streamers also do YouTube. It's not really the other way around. Brian says for the rant, you are correct about speed limits. Traveling faster or slower is dangerous. Speeding tickets for faster and impeding for slower. Both carry about the same fine. The exception is if you have an orange-lined triangle pointing down sign on your vehicle. What does that mean? Mostly see these on farm equipment. Oh, yeah. Horse-powered transportation and bicycle man-powered things. So these people driving super slow might as well be driving a horse and carriage. All which normally travel at lower speeds and are legal to be on the road. There are many special laws that normal cars, trucks need to be aware of animal-powered transportation. You're not allowed to honk or flash lights around them, revving or excessive loud music. Reason is you can spook them into losing control or cause them to clip. Clipping is when a horse kicks its own feet or trips. This rant touched a nerve with me, being that I drive professional for a living as well as trained drivers. Yeah, so a professional driver said I was right. I should just, like, you know, quit driving so slow. Trey Bobuff says, good stuff, bro. Thanks, man. Monkeytown, Texas says, how many keys you going for this weekend? I talked about it a little bit in this stream. I got a lot of stuff going on. I still got a bunch of vault keys to open. I'm feeling like it's going to be a 200 vault key weekend. And we have another one later. If everything was perfect and I was ready and I didn't have other stuff going on, I would try for like 400 or 500. 300's my bare minimum, I feel, usually. And then I attempt to get 400 or 500. And I feel like I didn't do enough if I don't get at least 300. But I think this weekend it's going to be more of a 200, and I'm going to feel like I should have did more type of weekend. I don't know who this is. And I hate saying your name because it says, like, your email address instead of your actual name that you picked. I think it's Adam Gonda? Adam Gonda? He says, on the H3H3 podcast, they have a 30-second delay. Don't know what's the default YouTube live stream delay between you saying something and when we hear it, so they have this button which deletes the last 30 seconds before it gets to viewers in case they say something they should not. Maybe I need that. I don't know, though, because they reversed they reversed it, so it wasn't so bad. Funkytown says, I hate those people who need an 18-wheeler worth of room to turn. Isn't that concerned a wide-ass turn, says Imperial Topaz. So most of y'all agreed with my... I had so many rants that day. If you guys thought this stream wasn't so exciting or whatever, go back and watch the Tuesday one. I went off about like 5 different things, so... I ranted myself out on Tuesday. And hopefully they'll be back tomorrow. I did rant a little bit today about the devs and their calendar and EverQuest and a couple things. But Tuesday was super rant. There's like 5 of them. If you missed it, if you didn't care about the faction or you only watched Monday's live stream or something, go check out Tuesday because there was at least 5 of them in there, like different topics. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Yeah, I got just a little headache. It's nothing crazy, but thank you for saying to feel better. Maybe I might be able to use Lady of Bones, Mark. Oh, yeah, that was Allie. You didn't know who Cookie Man was? I can't appease everyone, says Supernova. What up, Florian? Allie says, I have a horrible time trying to find the highlighter, even if they made it solid when on the bottom center. Right? Suno says the devs need to make that highlighter red because I have trouble seeing the blue color. Kenji says, Cinny, try Adventure is Nigh. What kind of game is that? Monster Garage and Monster House. Oh, are you talking about a D&D podcast there, Kenji? I might. Funky Town says they need to fix the class and pet selection screens. Yeah, they need that. Mail is weird. Effley says my son listens to Tales of the Stinky Dragon. Well, if you know like what I'm looking for, I'm trying to find people that are good at the game. And they're funny, but they're not like... I don't know how to describe it. I think I described it well another time. It's either usually like these dudes that are really good at the game, but they're not funny, but they think they're funny, and they try to make too many jokes. Like, they don't do the thing they're good at. You're strong at playing the game. You're strong at rolling the dice. You're strong at the rules. You're good, you know, like what this does and that does. Like, lean into that. They never do, though. They're always chuckle effing around with their friends trying to make jokes, and they're not funny. They're not funny. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're good at the game. Play the game. Don't try to be a comedian. Like, there's D&D podcasts that have literal comedians on it. And then I feel like when there's those, they're too much trying to figure out the game, and they're not being as funny because they're too busy trying to figure out the game and stuff. So I can never find the middle ground where they're like really good at the game and they're also funny, but they're not the they think they're funny people. Alright, back to the bottom. Yeah, the dragons, if you open an egg, if you get the Dragonite, maybe you do a dungeon and you get a perfect, you get lucky, you just keep getting perfects, or you're doing vault events correctly and you're getting Dragonite. You can get a gem dragon pretty early in the game, like level 200 or something, or even lower. And then you have this like this freaking boss mythic that hits all enemies. If you get the right one, you could like put that into a team and like now have a boss mythic dragon as one of your teams, super low level. No problem, Isabel. Thanks for being here. No problem, Imperial. I just read your comment. You responded to somebody or something. That's funny. Dervishus says I collected a gem stack of almost 11k. Do you think I should be spending a lot of it on Dragonite? Once I have 10k, I spend whatever I need to spend it on. You know, I don't go all out and do every single thing because you can drain your gem stack really fast, but that's like my thing. Like if I have 10k, then I'm buying what I want to buy, as long as it's smart. Not opening gem chests with gems or anything. I'm not buying crap out of the shop or anything, but I'll buy Dragonite, I'll play the Underspire, I'll buy the pets and Epic Trials and all that kind of stuff. When I'm down to like 5k, I like cut something out. Like I can't do the Underspire now, or I can't buy the dungeon offer. You gotta like give yourself the bare minimums and say what you're gonna do and not do, depending on how many gems you got, or else you're just gonna go to zero. People were in here saying they had 500 gems one time, 200 gems, 500 gems, less than 1,000. I couldn't imagine. I'd be like freaking out. Just don't let that happen. If you see if I see 5k, I start to panic. If I see 2k, I'm like, all right, we're done. We're not spending any more. I need that for the guild. There's going to be things I have to spend them on. There's no freaking way I'm not spending them on anything if I have 2k. And I'm opening tons of freaking vault keys. I'm opening glory chests. I'm playing the vault super hard, depending on how many gems I have. It's like emergency. I got less than 2k. I got to like shelter in place. And if I see a vault event, I'm going to go harder than I've ever gone in my life. I couldn't believe people are in here saying they had 500 gems and stuff, and less than that. I'd be freaking out. That's way too low. You need to, like... Your tank is empty when you have 2k, and you better get to the gas station, the vault event. If I see 5k, I'm starting to stop spending so much, because I know it can go from 5 to 2 really fast. And then 2 to 0 can happen in a freaking day or two. So when I have 10, though, I feel like a little bit more comfortable, and I'll start, you know, everything I need, I'll get. And then that just whittles away down to 5k pretty fast, and then I got to stop doing that. And I got to eliminate something. Go harder in the vault, get it back up to 10k. Chill out a little bit. Everybody should set their own. If you're comfortable getting down to 1k, if you're empty, if your light comes on when it's 4k instead of 5k or something, if you feel comfortable when you have 7,500 or something, like we all have our own thing, but for me, I'm comfortable at 10. You know, the 5K says you better stop doing something, and then 2K is I'm empty, I better go to the gas station and fill up. I would never let myself get under 2K. Or like, you know, 1K at least. Yeah. I think I've had 1,000 something before. And then I panicked and I hurried up and tried to get as many gems as I could. I didn't spend any on anything. John's been here. Thank you, John. Hope you've been doing well, you and wifey. In the garden. Singing. Thank you, Bello. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Livewire. No problem, Allie, no problem. Kenji says, Adventure is Nigh is a great D&D show on YouTube. Okay, I might try it. I usually kind of get stuck on one and I'm, like, gonna listen to it, because it's hard to, like, listen to multiples at the same time. So I'll probably finish this one. I'm doing the chain MCDM. Once I'm done, I'm, like, halfway through it. You might have to remind me. I'll probably forget, but Adventure is Nigh. I'll try to remember. Efley says I'm up to 1,300 gems now. Feel like I'm rich. I'd be panicking. I'm telling you, I'd be panicking. You guys run the tank to empty, don't you? You're like Kramer on Seinfeld, trying to see how far he can go. I'd be freaking out if I had 1,300. I don't know how you do it. Like, how much does it cost a day for this? How much did this cost? Isn't that like 300 or 600 or something like that? That would be gone and like you'd have no gems in like 4 days if you're buying that. If you're doing your guild event, you know, you're doing it properly and stuff. You gotta buy up. You gotta buy. It's like 600 gems or something. You could only do that twice and you'd be broke. And then the Underspire costs like 1,000. You'd be broke. Oh, super broke if you did that. And you definitely can't be buying any merchants or anything or any offers that you see that you might really need them. Might be the deed that you need, the color that you need. Now you can't buy it because you only have that many gems. That's the thing. Like, that's why I keep 5K or I keep 10K, because it's going to pop stuff up randomly that you need, that you should buy. You know, you might say, oh, I only need this much for the guild event, so I'm not really worried about it. Well, then here comes a merchant offering you the exact thing that you want. Here comes another offer offering you the exact thing that you want. Your guild doesn't get the event done, and there's like a thing you want, a shiny key or a token or a minion orb or something, and now you got to spend more in the guild event to help them get there. Stuff is going to pop up and all of a sudden, and you got to have that little extra stack of gems just in case. Or else you're never going to get to level 20 or level whatever in whatever kingdom, because you never have the gems when it presents you with the deeds that you need to buy every single time to make it happen. It's 300 gems, yeah. So you could buy like 4 times. John's a hoarder. All right. Wow, look at that. 25,000 gems. That's nuts. The soul, all that's nuts, dude. Crazy. That's awesome, though. So now, anytime the game presents you with something, you can just get it if you need it. Should hoarder. Dervicious says, so the 500 Dragonite needed for an egg costs like 2,400 gems. Right, something like that. Nice, John. You're crushing it then. If I was John, I'd be buying everything I need to buy. Because he's got more gems than Tacit. Like, you might as well buy whatever you need, John. Like, get all your kingdoms to certain levels and, you know, get those minion orbs and all that and the Underspire and get your Dragonite if you don't have Stellarix yet. I'd be buying all that stuff. But don't let me talk you out of it, you know. I think that's almost a bit too much to have. Like, you probably should have spent it on something, but it is amazing. It looks awesome. I'd rather see that than the 500 or the 1,000. I can't say anything bad about having way too much. Alright, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled because I don't know exactly when. I hope noon, but It could be any time because I got a lot of crap I got to figure out tomorrow. But thanks for joining me. Livewire, John, Efley, Chad, Dervicious, Kenji, Dragor, Ali. Got Livewire, we got Chad, we got Funky Town, we got Bello Games, Imperial, Dervicious, Isabel, Efley, Florian, Supernova, Kenji. I gotta do the zombies eating us alive dying noise before we get out of here. So if you don't want to hear it, you should leave early. Adam was here today. Florian Supernova. HX Sky was here. Cooking Man 420. Dragor Supernova. Isabel. Mark. Bello. Solitary Mind. Supernova Livewire. Alley. Pizza Time. Pizza Time. Kenji. Chad. And it says Efley Livewire Mark. And there is no fan funding today. So the lights are off and the doors are closed. But that's okay, like I said. We gotta have it sometimes. So, I'll see y'all next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Train spun its wheels, the engine blew up, and the zombies attacked, and we all got ripped to shreds. So we're all laying in a pile of blood or turning into zombies, but it's okay. I'll see you next time. Have a great one. Peace out. My pants, he ate my pants.